See?
Yes.
This is
Yes.
I mentioned December earlier on, and the way it was made. I recorded it all in one go, really, and I wrote the songs pretty much all in one go as well. And one of the reasons behind making the album was this guitar. Actually, I found this guitar in San Jose, and it was I was out there teaching songwriting, and I thought while I was there I'd do some gigs, and whenever I play in America I generally buy the instrument there because they're a lot cheaper and you don't run the risk of having them crushed by BA on the way out. So I bought a guitar in this shop, and as I was leaving I saw this old girl way up on a shelf, and in a terrible condition. The body was covered in what appeared to be like boiled toffee. It just had this kind of horrible sort of cracked look about it. And the bridge, this piece here, was just a lump of wood which had been screwed in with big industrial screws, and the strings were piano wire, and they were held in with pegs and bits of lumps of wood and all sorts. And the back was a piece of koa wood. Those who know your woods, also known as tiger wood, they make it's a sort of stripy wood, and they make ukuleles out of koa wood in Hawaii, but not fine instruments like this. So it's clearly wrong, and it was all kind of tacked in and stuff, and it was really, really terrible condition. But it's a Martin, and the Martin is about the best, certainly the best factory-made instrument you can get guitar-wise, and it's also a 1944 Martin, so extremely rare. So I thought, well, give us a go, let's have a look. And I took it down, and I immediately knew this was the instrument I'd been looking for all my life. I wish I'd found this when I was 15 years old and started playing guitar, because I think I'd be a better guitar player now. But it just was perfect. The feel, everything about it was just exactly what I'd been looking for, exactly what I thought a guitar should be. And but I bought one, and it was too late, so I left the shop and tearfully, and came back to England and whinged for a few weeks. And then, to cut a long story short, I told the story to a friend of mine who's supported me a lot over the years by giving me concerts and stuff. And he runs a hi-fi company called Rager Research, and he believes that when somebody finds an instrument, they should have it. So him and his pals got together and they bought it for me. And so this was a gift, and it came back to England, and I took it to a luthier in Doncaster called Stuart Palmer. And he carved this bridge with his own hands. He managed to find a piece of 1944, dated 1944 luthier's mahogany, this back. So this back is a back that belongs to this guitar, and he put it on, put it all back together, carved this, it's all done, so and made it the instrument it is today. And interestingly, the piece of koa wood that was on the back, which you would have thought would have just been chucked in the bin, Stuart didn't throw it away, it kept it. And I told this story at a gig, and a guy came up to me and he said, "Have you still got that piece of koa?" I said, "Well, I think I might be able to find it." And it's now been made into a ukulele.
Brilliant.
Yeah. And the reason I tell you that story is because when it came back, and it was still quite a value. I mean, it still cost quite a lot of money because it was a 1944 Martin. But it's worth even more now. It's all been put together and everything. And so the only way, really, I could realistically repay all these lovely people who did this for me was to write them an album, and that's what I did. And I wrote a really miserable album. And that's the album December. And so the very first song I wrote is this one, and it's because I realised that this being made in 1944 in the war years in America, it would have been, there's C, isn't it?
It is.
C. It would have been made by a woman because the Martin factory was staffed by women during the war. So
respect to women.
yeah. So I wrote this song. It's called "The Hands of a Woman." Felt the heat of the sun on my eyes. Felt like the hands of a woman, the hands of a woman, telling me everything will work out fine. I felt the cool rain on my skin. Felt like the hands of a woman, the hands of a woman, telling me everything heals with time. Did I cry in my sleep, I want you back, tell you my heart was under attack, show you my weakness, beg you again, reach out my arms to you in my sorrow and pain. For the hands of a woman, the hands of a woman, the hands of a woman. Felt the weight of the world on my back. Felt like the hands of a woman, the hands of a woman, stealing my world away. Felt my heart ripped out of my chest. Felt like the hands of a woman, the hands of a woman, stealing my heart away. Did I promise you more than any man should? Break your heart, did I do you no good? Set yourself free for the perfect man. Forget about me and the love that slipped through your hands. The hands of a woman, the hands of a woman, the hands of a woman. Felt the moon